Are you a student or are you working? I'm currently a student at University of Muhammadiyah, Surakarta. I am majoring in English education and I really enjoy learning about language and teaching. Personally, I think being a student helps me prepare for my future career. Who made the decision about what you are currently studying? In my opinion, I made the decision myself to study English education. I chose the major because I like English and I want to become a teacher in the future. Although my parents gave me advice, the final decision was mine. Are you good at making decisions? Personally, I think I'm quite good at making decisions. I usually take time to think carefully before choosing something important. This helps me feel more confident about my decision. Do you think you usually make the right decision? It seems to me that I usually make the right decision. Of course, I sometimes make mistakes, especially when I decide too quickly. However, I always try to learn from my experiences. What do you think about people who change their minds after making a decision? I tend to think that changing one's mind is completely normal. Sometimes people receive new information or realize that their decision is not the best one. In my view, being flexible can lead to better results. Describe an important decision you had to make. I'd like to talk about an important decision I had to make, which was choosing my university major. I had to decide whether I should study English education or choose another field that seemed more practical at the time. In my opinion, the decision was mainly made by myself, but my parents and my lecturers helped me by giving advice. They encouraged me to think about my interests and my future career. I also considered my passion for English and teaching, which played a big role in my choice. Personally, I think I made the right decision. Studying English education at University of Muhammadiyah Surakarta has helped me improve my language, my language skills and gain teaching experience. It seems to me that this decision was very important because it shaped my future goals and gave me confidence about becoming an educator. Do you think it is harder to make decisions nowadays because we have so many choices? Well, in my opinion, yes. It is harder to make decisions nowadays because there are so many options available. While having many choices can be positive, it can also make people feel confused or overwhelmed. It seems to me that people often spend too much time comparing options instead of making a clear decision. Do you think young people today have different types of decisions to make about their life compared to young people in the past? Personally, I think young people today face more complex decisions than in the past. In the past, choices about education and careers were more limited, But now there are many paths to choose from, and in my view, this gives young people more freedom, but it also creates more pressure. What are the advantages of asking for other people's advice when making a decision? In my opinion, asking for advice can help people see a situation from different perspective. Other people may have more experience or knowledge, which can prevent us from making serious mistakes. It seems to me that advice also helps people feel more confident about their final decision. Why do you think some people are better at making decisions than others? I tend to believe that some people are better at making decisions because they have more experience and emotional control. They are usually able to stay calm and think logically under pressure. Personally, I think confidence and the ability to analyze consequences also play an important role. Some people say we only learn by making mistakes. Do you agree? Personally, I partly agree with this idea. Making mistakes can teach us valuable lessons and help us grow. However, in my opinion, from other people's other people's experience is also important. So we don't always have to make the same mistakes ourselves.